Welcome to the Front Ensemble. We're very glad to have you. My name is Robbie Helpner, and I am your percussion arranger for the 2021 Upper St. Clair High School Marching Band. I want to introduce to you what the Front Ensemble really is, as chances are, for those of you that are new to marching band, you've probably never played in anything like a front ensemble. A front ensemble is a group of instruments up in the front of the field that doesn't march. We are large mallet instruments that stay stationary, which means we can focus on playing the music rather than also marching simultaneously. It allows us to do some really cool things. It's primarily made up of mallet instruments and some keyboards, in addition to a little bit of unpitched percussion and some suspended cymbals and various other things. The first instrument I want to introduce to you here is a staple of the front ensemble. This is the marimba. Currently in the Upper St. Clair High School Marching Band, we had 2 marimbas for the 2020 season, and we're hoping to keep it around that number for 2021 as well. The marimba is a really important part of the front ensemble because of the way that it works. The instrument has a very short attack and the sustain is not very long, meaning that the notes die out quickly. I can't hold notes for very long. This means that the marimba players usually play a lot of notes to fill in the space, which is why it's one of the most distinct sounds of the front ensemble. One of the unique aspects of the front ensemble is that our instruments have microphones under them. This is because the rest of the band is very loud, including the drum line, and our mallet instruments by themselves don't really stand up to the rest of the band. So we have microphones beneath our instruments that help us make sound. You'll notice here that the marimba is not only consisting of the lower manual, but also the upper manual. These 2 manuals are different heights, which allows the marimba players to play in the center of the bars to get the best sound quality when they're slow. This instrument here is the vibraphone, and it's up in the front ensemble as well, along with the marimba. The interesting thing about the vibraphone is that unlike the marimba, where there's no real way to sustain the instrument, the vibraphone has 2 different sounds. It has a short sound, but it also includes a pedal, and this pedal moves a damper bar that's in the middle of the vibraphone, allowing the vibraphone to ring. You'll notice with the vibraphone that unlike the marimba, the keys are entirely flat, so this lower manual is at the same height as this upper manual, which makes shifting between the manuals a little more favorable on the vibraphone. That is the vibraphone. We have 2 of these here in the Upper St. Clair High School Marching Band in the 2020 season, and we're hoping to again have just around that number for the 2021 season. Here we have the xylophone and the glockenspiel respectively. In a marching setting, these 2 instruments can either be played by the same person or by 2 separate people. The xylophone and the glockenspiel really act as accents for the marimba and the vibraphone. That's why we classify the marimba and the xylophone as the woods, and the vibraphone and the glockenspiel as the metals. The xylophone has a very articulate attack, whereas the glockenspiel really rings. These 2 instruments really help to add impact to the rest of the front ensemble and the percussion section as a whole. Another instrument that we have in the front ensemble is the drum set. However, this is probably not drum set as you're used to it. Drum set in the sense of jazz band or rock band is usually designed to keep the band in time and keep the time moving forward. However, that's not exactly what the front ensemble drum set is used for. One of the main responsibilities of the front ensemble drum set is to act as a listening point for the rest of the front ensemble. Because of the drum set's unique sound, the mallet instruments and synthesizers can lock onto that and listen in as a time source to make sure we are all together as an ensemble. The second responsibility of the drum set player in the marching band is to communicate by listening back to the battery, making sure that the drum line, which is on the field, is synced up in time with what's going on in the front ensemble, which makes it a unique and very cool position. Another component of the front ensemble is the electronic keyboards and synthesizers, in addition to our brand new Spot sound mixer and sampler. These people are responsible for playing piano keyboards that are triggered by a computer using a program called Mainstage to create all sorts of fun sounds. The electronic sound designer and sampler is going to be responsible for the brand new mixer that we're showing on your screen right now, that is also going to be connected to a sampler to play all of the cool sound effects that we have in the show. Rack percussion is really a place in the front ensemble that helps to add impact and unpitched percussion to the primarily mallet and keyboard-based ensemble that is the front ensemble. These are the people in the pit that make all of the fun sounds that you get to hear in the stands. The crashes, the splashes, the sizzles, and the bass drum and the tam-tam all come from the rack percussion. What I have here is the snare drum, but you can see on your screen now a picture of our full complete rack setup that includes concert toms and cymbals and everything in between.